My mission is to liberate our nation from these fascist frauds and to rescue our democracy, to restore our republic, and to evict crooked Joe Biden from the White House so that America can be a free nation once again. He's the worst in history.
Fascist frauds. I'd like to hear Joe Biden try to get that out of his mumbling mouth.
The alliteration doesn't work with Joe Biden, I don't think.
That was former President Trump at the Libertarian Party convention in Washington, D.C., making his mission clear to the crowd of independent-minded voters. Trump once again making history last night as the first presidential candidate of a rival party to address the convention of another party nominating its own presidential candidate.
Yes,
pretty historic.
It is indeed. And to discuss this, we have President of the National Federation of Republican Women, Julie Harris, and Republican candidate for New York State Senate, Marko Kepi. Thank you both so much for joining us. We appreciate having you on. Julie, why do you think the Libertarian Party asked Trump to come speak last night? Because he was met with some cheers and some boos at the same time. So it was a very passionate audience. Do you think that Trump could win over some of the libertarians?
Absolutely. The Libertarian Party has asked every convention, according to their spokesman, for the presidential nominees to come. President Trump is the first to come. It was history because he's the first former president who attended the Libertarian Convention. The National Federation of Republican Women, we applaud President Trump. He goes where the Democrats tell him he can't or where he doesn't belong. His message resonates not only with those in attendance at that convention or at the Bronx rally, but it resonates across the country. He is the only one that can restore law and order. We have all seen the rapid decline in New York, high crime, businesses leaving. President Trump is the only one who can restore New York back to what it once was, the greatest city in America.
You know, it's funny, Julie, you just mentioned Donald Trump goes where Democrats don't think that he would ever go. So, Marko, I'll come over to you with this. You were there in the Bronx. You were at the rally. South Bronx, former president, got nothing but love at this rally. I mean, it was overwhelming. Tell me, tens of thousands of Trump supporters, what was it like?
I got to tell you, the Bronx has never looked better. It was absolutely beautiful being there. The people were so happy. It was for the first time as I was going through the crowd, hearing them speak, saying that they don't feel insulted, they don't feel abandoned, like they have been by the Democrats for over the years, and they no longer feel taken for granted because they have a presidential candidate that they believe in and they trust in, and they believe everything that he believes in, which is the American dream. And that's why they were there. There were people from all colors, all backgrounds, all for one mission, and they all believed in the American dream, and I'm part of that dream. I immigrated myself from Albania, and I'm living the American dream. I support President Trump just like everybody else that was in the Bronx, and it was just amazing being there. The energy was outstanding.
It certainly was a diverse crowd.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, it was lovely to see. But Julie, let's quickly take a listen to the former president from that rally talking to a reporter about potential vice presidential picks.
Share with me your top 3 candidates for your running mate at this point.
Well, we have so many. I don't want to do that, but we have so many. You could take people like Ben Carson. You could take people like Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance. I mean, there are so many. Elisa's doing a fantastic job. But I could go on for quite a long time. We have many people that would do a really fantastic job.
Do you have a timeline on when you'll make the decision?
I think sometime during the convention.
Okay, so a few of the names there mentioned: Ben Carson, J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, Elise Stefanik. What do you make of those possible VP picks, and who do you think ultimately he will pick?
All great candidates, but I am not going to get ahead of President Trump. I know whoever he chooses will be a great addition to his administration. The National Federation of Republican Women are staying focused on 2 main things: the national security, open borders, and our economy. We're seeing hordes of military-age men streaming across our borders, open borders. And this should concern all Americans. This is not a year to campaign inside a box. We must go outside our comfort zone and go where we've never gone before and take our message to the American people.
Marko, very quickly, 30 seconds. I know, like myself, you're a United States Marine. Tell me a little bit. This is Memorial Day weekend, after all. What does Memorial Day mean for you?
Memorial Day for me means it's a day of heroes. It's a day that we have to say thank you to all those that gave their lives and to those families that lost their loved ones for giving their life for our country and for the freedoms that we enjoy and the freedoms that we share. It's because of them that we have such a great and amazing country. And it's amazing that we have to remember them every year. My
understanding is you want to continue your service in the New York State Senate. How would people get in touch with you if they wanted to support you for your endeavors?
They can go to our campaign. It's MarkoKepi.com. That's Marko with a K and Kepi with a K.
All right, Marko Kepi,
well, good
thank
luck.
you
Thank you
very much. Semper Fi, Marine.
Semper Fi.
A blessed Memorial Day as we honor our fallen heroes. God bless.